All right, lit list.
It's lit.
At the night show. Ooh.
It's warm in here. It is lit in here.
As I said, I was lit. I felt the sweat.
But you know what the thing is? We've been talking about how hot it is in here for the longest because we're silly and we built the panels in front of the thing.
The thing that controls the thermostat. That's what they call it in the streets.
Thermostat. Yeah, it's thermostat in the streets.
Right, yeah.
Thermostat in the streets, thingamajig in the sheets. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Jamie Waitresses. Yeah. Try the meal. All right. Anyway. So, but now I don't want to bother to change it because it's getting cold outside.
It doesn't feel like fall outside right now? Like legitimately in LA, it feels like fall. It feels like fall in the mornings.
In the mornings,
in the mornings, it feels like fall.
It's chilly. All right, so Halle Berry is lit this week during the Seahawks-Rams game. She is always lit. Mike's picked up Jared Goff calling an audible, Halle Berry, Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
And the tweets caught the attention of Halle Berry because Halle is on it. Recently, because I'm a very big fan of the royal family, I noticed that they posted some picture of the Prince Harry's dorm room, and he had Halle Berry on his wall, like the smallest picture. Okay, within this picture is like his dorm room wall, and then he has like this thing hanging, and then like Halle's in the middle of it. I think, like, how you spotted that, I don't know. So Halle is on this. She is waiting to see these things.
Did he go to?
So
is this
we are
in his
not
house?
all white devils. Appreciate you, Harry.
Here you go. You just had to get in there.
He's from somewhere else.
Yes. Yeah. He's not American.
Right.
Anyway, Halle Berry tweeted to Jared Goff, "Hold up, what is a Halle Berry?" This particular play ended up in a touchdown. And he also
eventually
he responded to her. It's my favorite play ever. He was very excited after the game that Halle had noticed it. This is very, very LA. However, it warms my heart that Halle is still considered in the elite of elite because I consider Halle up there.
I just recently started following her on Instagram. Do that.
That's not smart.
What? I can follow Halle Berry on Instagram.
Can you?
All 90s stars are on the table. I'm about to follow Raven after this. Raven Simone.
Okay.
Brandon has often spoke about how much of a huge fan of Halle Berry's acting he is, so I think it's all good, Joy.
Monster Ball is great. Monsters Ball, excuse me.
Wait, Monster Ball?
Yeah. Which is what I thought it was as a child.
She's great in Boomerang.
Boomerang. Are we gonna? Should we?
Let's do it! I've been so excited for this. So we were prepping for this show yesterday, and we started. We went down another wormhole in our show prep, which we're not going to. We're going to link it to this instead because it's more positive.
Exactly.
And we're doing positive things around here now instead of talking about people in bad ways. But we were discussing our favorite early '90s or late '90s, early 2000 black rom-coms. So we did a list last. What was it last? It was for Valentine's Day.
We did the whiteboard game.
Yes. We did our top romantic movies or black romantic movies.
Our favorite romantic movie. Period.
Yes. Okay. We did not go culture specific.
No.
Okay. Well.
I mean, the whole podcast is culture specific. In theory.
Well, in theory, yes. But we didn't want to limit it for the people who have not seen black romantic comedies. Right. Which, if you haven't, what are you doing?
Yeah, they're on all the time.
You're, like, because really, Eddie Murphy was ahead of his time with the toe check.
Check for the toes. Yes. Okay. Eddie Murphy was before his time in a lot of things.
Yes, but the toe check is important.
Okay. Yes, that's true.
Like, it's just.
It is important. It is important.
Oh, I mean, listen. I was in an all-girls dorm. All right, my freshman year. Let me just tell you, if you're rocking with a girl with bad hygiene, it's kind of on you. You deserve whatever happens to you. It's just, honestly, women's bathrooms are disgusting. If I'm just going to go on a tangent here, women's bathrooms
talk about it.
Horrific.
Talk about it, because we can't.
Yeah, we don't know.
No, you can't?
No, because if we've seen it, we're not allowed to have seen it. You know. What? I can say a joke.
What? Anyway, all right, let's not get down that tangent. All right, so we made a list of some of our favorites.
Oh, now you don't want to go on the bathroom tangent.
No, I don't want to go on the bathroom tangent. Two can play that game. Very strong. Very.
Vivica A. Fox and Somebody else.
Gabrielle Union, Morris Chestnut.
Morris Chestnut. Shouts out to Undisputed promos.
Yes.
From the beginning.
I forgot about those. Yes.
Skip Bayless.
Good commercial.
Yeah,
it was a good commercial.
Yeah,
I watched Last Man Holiday with Earl last night.
I watched Nutty Professor last night.
I actually cried.
Last Man's Holiday.
He didn't catch me. Earl didn't catch me because if he had caught me, he would give me shit. But he didn't catch me. It's very sad at the end.
All those movies are sad. Like rom-com is it? Like you cry and you laugh.
What year did Last Man Holiday come out? Google that.
I'm guessing
okay,
90...
Deliver Us from Eva.
Ooh. One of the best scenes from LL Cool J in his acting history.
Honestly, the writers do not deserve, I mean, they deserve so much more credit than they get.
So much more credit.
LL Cool J is a meat delivery man, and Gabrielle Union is a
bougie, stingy?
Bougie food inspector. Hello! And Mary J. Blige, Star for Life is one of my favorite songs ever, and you can't get it anywhere.
I'm not a big Mary J. Blige singer
Obviously,
fan.
The Best Man, Boomerang, How to Be a Player.
How to Be a Player. So
Booty Call.
Though I can just see all the movie
now,
jackets.
how Stella got her groove back and Waiting to Exhale. I don't. I feel like those are just romance movies.
No, because who's that lady's name with the high voice? To be honest, she was the black mom in the PJs with Eddie Murphy. Loretta. I feel like her name's Loretta. Anyways. She was in Waiting to Exhale. She was hilarious. There was a lot of funny black women scenes in Waiting to Exhale.
But is it a romantic comedy? Like just because there's funny
Preacher's
scenes?
Wife is gonna be a romantic comedy.
No, it's not.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Preacher's Wife is first of all Preacher's Wife.
Okay. I was the only person that found Whitney Houston charismatic and funny in that movie.
I'm not. You can have funny moments in a movie and it not be a comedy.
Okay. Tell that to Dave Chappelle in Must Love Dogs or You Got Mail, whichever one he was in, because every time he was on screen with Tom Hanks, he was hilarious. Let me say my black rom-coms.
First of all, Preacher's Wife is a Christmas movie, okay? So just stop it. Preacher's Wife is a Christmas movie.
Okay, Friday After Next, is that a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Good. Okay then. What's
all right,
funnier than that?
Okay, so what?
Better than that. Okay.
It's not a rom-com.
I came in thinking we was gonna rank them, power rank. So here we go.
Okay.
5 black rom-com. Cradle to the Grave. Great. DMX, Aaliyah, and Jet Li.
A lot of laughter.
Tom Arnold's in there being hilarious. He's funny as hell.
It's a comedy if Tom Arnold's in it, for sure.
It's not a romantic comedy.
No, it's not. Okay, so 4, Brown Sugar.
Okay, so here's the thing about Brown Sugar. Here's the thing about Brown Sugar.
Are you about to say something?
Yes, because Brown Sugar should be in there, but I don't know why Brown Sugar feels like it's more like it's the
prototype.
It's like more modern. I don't know why.
More modern than.
It's in that time frame though. I don't know why I feel like it was later.
Most Def is smitten. It was when we first found out Most Def can actually act. Remember when we first found out Common can actually act? It was like, oh, this guy's talented.
It's very strong. I love Brown Sugar. It's a great movie.
Deliver Us from Eva 3, The Wood 2, which you still say you haven't seen, which is just like not acceptable.
It isn't acceptable.
You just gotta go do it. You guys should do that. The Wood, and then Nutty Professor #1. Now what is that? Is that a rom-com? Is that not?
No, it's not a rom-com.
Jada Pinkett Smith was in there.
There are romantic elements to a movie, or just because there are comedic elements to a movie does not mean you can classify it as a rom-com.
Okay, well, 27 Dresses should just be a comedy then. Okay, we'll say it. 27 Dresses, just a comedy.
27 Dresses.
That's what I'm saying. Just a comedy. Y'all want to talk about that then? It's just a comedy because Nutty Professor is.
It's all based around romance. It's a rom-com. It's a rom-com.
Man of Honor.
What are you just saying? Movies now?
I'm saying movies. Movies that were just funny. Like you can't be just because Cradle to the Grave has too much action in it. Don't mean it's not a rom-com.
What did you say yesterday, Belly?
Belly. Yeah, Belly. I'm dead. Yes, all those.
Tommy and Keisha. When did Last Man Holiday come out?
2013. Let me hold on.
Yeah,
2013.
2013. Okay, let me think. What year is it?
It's
2018. Right? I gotta tell you, obviously the death part of the end of that movie, but all right, Ashley's dropping stuff. The ending of his career kind of felt a little bit like Jason Taylor. I'm just saying they carried him off the field the same way. Felt like a little reminiscent.
I don't like the comparison, but you're allowed to make it.
I do. What do you mean? Why you don't like the comparison?
You say that somebody died, and
I said I'd take that part out.
I know you took it off, but I stuck with me.
Anyway, okay, so we just needed to do that because it was important.
Yeah, we feel better. Thank you, Halle Berry,
Love and
for
Basketball
that.
is not a rom-com.
How is Love and Basketball not a rom-com?
Do you know what a rom-com is?
Clearly not.
Yeah, really,
Goofy
you don't.
movie is a great rom-com. The Goofy movie. Most Disney films are good rom-coms. What's it? The house one with the balloons. Up. That's not a rom-com. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
The beginning of Up is the saddest fucking beginning to any movie since Bambi.
Yeah, I got to lay out of that with you.
Yeah,
yes, Bambi. Yeah, that was.
All right.
Yeah.
Next on the lit list is the Saints.
We still doing this.
Yeah, we're still doing some of the show.
Sports stuff.
Drew Brees is just killing it right now, and I don't really know what to make of the Saints other than I don't know who can beat them.
I think they had a chance to be beaten until this last game. I realized Sean Payton and Drew Brees in the Saints offense are trying to win Drew Brees the MVP this year.
Oh, and he should. Like it's between, to me right now, the MVP race is between Drew Brees and Patrick Mahomes. And I tend to I think it's going to come down to at the end. It's fine. Yeah. It's between those two. And when it comes down to who's going to be playing better at the end of the season, I think really like it becomes like a popularity thing.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes
or Drew Brees?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and this is just because Patrick Mahomes is young, and that's the only reason why I'm saying this. Like literally the only reason. Drew Brees has never won an MVP, which is kind of an affront to the entire award. So I would like to see him win it this year, even though I think Patrick Mahomes is just as deserving, and we'll see what happens. But Drew Brees is. It's
like giving Derrick Rose MVP. It's like you got to do it. You should do it.
No, it's not like giving Derrick Rose the MVP. Don't ever say that again. Drew Brees is in the discussion as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
With a birthmark on his face.
I don't know why that matters. He's
no,
completed 22 of 25 passes on Sunday. His completion rate is 77.3%.
What is it again?
77.3%.
That's a lot of percents. Yeah, it's accurate.
I'm going to just break it down for you. That's very, very good. You know why that's good? Because the NFL record was set by Brees last season, and it was 72%. So Brees is fucking killing it right now.
He's not going to get to Peyton Manning's this year, though. The touchdown,
how
what is it, 500?
How far away is he?
He's like 30 away from the touchdown
I don't know, man.
Maybe if Dez comes back.
Oh, yeah. That sucked. That does
really suck.
That I really felt bad. That situation is horrible. And then they signed Brandon Marshall.
And that could have taken the wind out of their sails too. Like that could have been really awkward. But I thought everybody stepped up.
No, I thought it was really cool how they all threw up the X and
but I watched the Oklahoma game this weekend. By the time the Saints came on, I was tired of seeing the X. I'm just gonna say it. It was a lot of X celebration. There was a lot of homage.
People were rooting for him. All right, and then finally, Duke is just incredible right now. They annihilated Kentucky and Army. They're the #1 team in the country in week 2. This is their 135th trip to the top of the polls. That broke their tie with UCLA for the most weeks spent at #1. And RJ Barrett, Zion Williamson, and Cam Reddish are all going to be first-round picks. And they're going to win the championship. And I don't even think it's close.
I would push back if I didn't spend all the time watching all the Zion clips before the show. Mm-hmm. It's pretty crazy. And I'm always for big men playing basketball.
Yeah.
He's 280. That's my goal weight.
I mean, that's your goal weight.
That's my goal weight.
Zion is a specimen, obviously. Yeah. And he's going to get a lot of the attention when it comes to draft time because he is so giant and so athletic. But I maintain that RJ Barrett is going to be the #1 overall pick. He has more experience internationally. He beat Coach K's team or Calipari's team. His under-19 Canadian national team beat the U.S. U19 national team, and he was 17, and he actually had just turned 17. So he has a lot more experience, and he is a wing scorer and shooter.
I'm with you.
And the way that that's part of it. That's the reason why he's not getting the love that Zion's getting, because he is Canadian.
Well, then my whole thing is it just feels like the case of when everyone is talking about how great this is, a lot of people want to talk about how great that is. And yes, this and that is all both great. They're both being coached by Coach K right now, and which is terrifying. The fact that Duke has adopted the one and done and actually gonna coach people up, and this is gonna be a continuous thing. Like, yeah, it's terrifying.
It's smart. It's what you should do. You should be ahead of the game. Shocker. An all-time great coach would figure it out. That's what Popovich does. Like,
who's the most popular Duke, though?
Most popular Duker?
Duke. The name Duke.
Duke person?
Most popular Duke.
Duke. Christian Laettner?
Actually, I was talking about the Bush baked beans dog.
Oh.
I think he was probably more popular Duke.
I don't know.
No?
That's really strong. All right, what's in the culture report?
All right, let me getting my black nerd bag real quick for the passing of Stan Lee. Shouts out Stan Lee. No, I was thinking that's probably what only thing I should have wrote. Okay, all right. Stan Lee, a legend in American media, passed Monday at the age of 95. The co-creator of Marvel Comics and the mind behind some of the most recognizable superheroes in history. The creator of Western Greek mythology. That's my take. The catalyst to my imagination. Also my take. This may sound bad to admit, but Stan Lee and his heroes helped me better understand the miracle of Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Walk around this planet. Stan Lee taught me that the things that made me different were the things that made me special.
You definitely stole that from someone on Twitter.
I can read something and say he taught me the same. Think somebody else can read this and say the same. Much like the X-Men universe, I've always felt like black people were special and talented, like the mutant world. Exiled and ostracized because of our talents and abilities, Stan Lee helped me better understand the world that I lived in that hated me because of who I am, and for that I am forever grateful.
That's very powerful, Brandon.
Right?
Yes. R.I.P. Stan Lee.
Right. I think
at 95, that's a good long life.
Stan Lee.
Anyway, yes. Stan Lee was awesome and awesome creative, and rest in peace. And what else? What else we got going on in the culture report?
Serena.
Okay, so Serena Williams was on the cover of GQ, along with a bunch of other people. They have like a bunch of different covers.
Yes.
But now GQ's in trouble. They put woman in quotes. So quote woman of the year.
That's even, that's
which
worse.
is Virgil Abloh's style. He's the off-white designer for, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, just go give
sneakerheads.
You don't know what I'm talking about. However, that's so people are mad because obviously Serena has gone through a lot of shit with the media and people being critical of her body, and just like the whole idea that it should be, in quotes, like it's trying to be ironic. I'm not gonna get crazy about it. I get it why people are like, well, why is that there? But once you know the context of it, I feel like in certain times where it's like that triggers me, and then you get the information and you're like, okay, I probably wouldn't have done that, but I'm okay with it because now I understand. Like I feel like that's
like Virgil's thing is being annoyingly specific with the thing the art that he's obsessing over.
Right. Yeah. Like she wore his design to play in, I forget which tournament it was, but she has like the Nike and it says like logo in quotes. That's his design.
It's a thing.
So yeah. So they're just like everyone is triggered and I get it. Okay. But sometimes we can just accept that that's what it was. I'm gonna venture to say she approved this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now if she didn't, I back off this.
Basically, if Serena's mad, this was bad.
Right.
And if she wasn't, then it was the art. Chill out.
Right. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, and also it's not. Yeah.
We're woke. We can get triggered about everything we want to. Right. But if Serena's okay with it, I'm okay with it. If she's not, we got you, girl.
Yeah. If not, Virgil, come see us.
No, not Virgil.
He the one who did it.
Yeah, but okay, whatever. We'll figure it out.
We don't know who to be mad at yet.
Yes,
but
we don't know who to be mad at.
We're going to be mad if you want us
eventually.
to be.
Right.